In this video, I'm gonna tell you why this guy is super cute but wrong. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Anna. I'm a native Russian speaker and I'm a linguist, so I know what I'm talking about. I'll explain how you can do a Russian accent if you need it. To begin with, I have to admit that not everything that he said is wrong. Some points are quite true, like this.
So when it comes to our Russian accents, one of the first things that we want to change are the R's. We want to have a little bit of a trill go with it. So instead of the word red, it'd be red, or bread would be bread, or dread would be dread. It's a super simple thing to do, and all you have to do is just go and change your R's.
You need to pronounce R like r, red, bread, dread. It's also true that to sound like a Russian, you need to stop pronouncing the letter W like W, and you need to substitute it with the V sound.
The next one that we're going to talk about are the W's. So for words like what, or when, or why, we're going to have the W sound. But what you want to do for the Russian accent is you want to change the W to a V.
But you don't need to do this.
And if you want to go to a more extreme, closer version, you combine the V and the W together. So it sounds something like this. What, why, when.
It's just the V sound. Вот, why, when. When it comes to TH sounds, you should know that they can be voiceless, like in think, and voiced, like in this. So what he says is okay.
Next, we're going to be talking about our TH sounds. So sometimes TH is going to go and change to a Z sound, and other times it's going to change to an S sound. It's better to go and pick and choose when you're listening to it, because you'll be able to tell when you're talking which ones sound better and which ones sound a little off.
But it's not that you just listen to yourself and randomly decide if it sounds off. There is a principle. A voiceless TH turns into S or F. So the word think can be think or think. We don't have a th sound in Russian, and some people hear more of a s in it and some more of a f in it. Voiced th, like in this, turns into z, this, or that. The next point is quite correct.
Next, we're going to be talking about the I sound for words like little, or bridge, or brick. What we're going to change that I sound to is more of an E sound. So instead of little, it'd be little. Instead of brick, it'd be brick. Instead of bridge, it'd be bridge. So we're changing that I to more of an E sound.
When it comes to the short I sound, like in little, bridge, or brick, imagine that you pronounce your long E sound. Little, bridge, brick. Just remember that in Russian, we don't have long vowel sounds. Ship or sheep makes no difference in Russian. If I pronounce both of these words with a Russian accent, they will be ship. So don't say little. Don't say bridge or brick. Just say little, bridge, brick. Just change your I to E. Okay, and now we're coming to something that is totally 100% wrong.
Next, we're going to be talking about the S sound, and this one's really fun, and this one can be a really extreme change when you get it down, and it sounds really fun to do. So the S sound, we're going to be adding a Y right before it. So for example, when you have a word like heck, it'd be hiek. Kettle would be kietl. Respect would be respiekt. And you can see by adding in that Y right before it, you sound more Russian, but it's also so much more fun to do.
You should never do this, trust me. I think I know where he got it. and I can explain that to you, but it will take a few minutes. If you don't want to listen to the explanation why he thinks it should work this way, and you just want to know how to do it, right? Then you can see the time code on your screen. Follow it if you are not interested in the peculiarities of the Russian language. Now, why he thinks it works this way. We've got 4 special vowels in Russian. Ye, yo, you, ya. They are special because they have the y sound in them. Ye, yo, you, ya. If the word begins with these letters, they keep the y sound. For example, yel, spruce. That's the tree that you decorate for Christmas. Yosh, a hedgehog. Yubka, a skirt. Yama, a hole. Inside words, these letters act differently. We've got 2 more special letters in Russian which don't have their own sounds, but which impact the way we pronounce the other letters in the words. They are the soft sign and the hard sign. Long story short, if our y vowels are preceded by the soft or the hard sign, then they keep the y sound in them. For example, съел, which is like he has eaten, or подъем, a climb, вьюга, a blizzard, or платья, dresses. But if our special vowels just go together with a consonant, then they lose the y sound and they make the consonant sound soft. For example, let's take our consonant v. Together with ye, it won't sound like vye. It will be vye. With yo, it will be vyo. With you, it will be vyu. And with ya, it will be vya. Some more examples. Песня, p and ye becomes пе. Песня is a song. Лен, flax. L and yo becomes лё. Bust, bust. B and u becomes бю. Мясо, meat. M and я becomes мя. Now that you know this, let's go back to what this guy said.
And you can see by adding in that Y right before it, you sound more Russian, but it's also so much more fun to do. So if you do it right now, you can see for yourself, хяк, respect, quieto. It's super fun, so give it a try right now.
Hack. A Russian person would never ever pronounce this word like hyak, because for us it's just a consonant plus ye. Ye makes the sound of consonant soft, so for us this word is hyak. Cattle would never ever be quieto. It will be quieto. And respect. According to his own logics, he should have said it like respect. But for us, it is respect, not respect. Respect. The U sound.
Next, we're going to be talking about the oo sound for words that you might hear for, like, say, the word truth, the oo, truth, or mood, oo. That oo sound that we hear, if it's a short oo, what we do in the Russian accent is we extend it, so it's going to be longer. So instead of it being just truth, it'd be truth, or mood would be mood, or rude would be rude. So you can see that all we're doing there is we're just lengthening out that oo sound. So instead of it being more of a short oo, we just lengthen that oo.
Do you remember what I told you about the length of vowels in Russian? Well, don't actually make them sound long. Take the word mood. Protrude your lips a bit forward like you want to kiss someone, like this. Ooh. And say it. Mood. But don't lengthen out your vowel. In Russian, all vowel sounds are short. So, truth is truf or trus. Mood is mut, and rude is rut. I don't know why he chose only the word how, because this information, with some corrections of course, is relevant to all words that begin with letter H or that have letter H inside them, which is not part of letter combinations like TH, SH, what else, PH or CH, whatever, like in the word behind.
The next sound that we're going to be changing is the H sound, but only for one single word, not all the words that include H, but just one word. That's going to be the word how. So instead of saying how with that H sound, you're going to be putting a K right before it. So you're combining the K and the H just how we did with the V and the W. So instead of it being how, it'd be cow. All we're doing is just combining it together, and it makes it so much more simple, and it sounds like this. How's it going?
Maybe this is not a bad way to help you find this sound, but you should understand that there is more of a h sound rather than k sound in what you are trying to say. When you combine k and h together, concentrate on the h, not the k. In Russian, this sound is h. You've got h and we've got h. This is just a harder version of your h. So the word how with a strong Russian accent would be how. How is it going? So some more words with this letter would be hack, hek, home, home, behind, behind, behave, behave. In terms of slowing it down,
this one point is going to be just slowing down. Don't talk fast. If you're going to talk in the Russian accent, slow it down, and you're going to appear and sound more Russian when you do it slower. Don't go too fast with it. You can test it for yourself, trying to do it fast, trying to do it slow, playing with tempo, but it's going to sound better when you slow it down for yourself.
Of course, if you pretend that you are a Russian speaking English, then you pretend you are a non-native speaking English. Everyone who's speaking a foreign language is doing it more slowly than a native speaker. Just keep it in mind. The final thing that he mentions sounds really strange to me because that's exactly what our accent tutor told us when I was a student at university.
The other thing is the sound placement. So depending on which accent that we're speaking with, we're either going to be a little bit more forward, a little bit more back, in the middle, depending on where we are. When we talked about the Irish accent, we're a little bit more forward for sounds like far. We're more forward with that. Compared to when we do the Russian accent here, we're bringing it back. So when I think about it, I try to think about the sound going into the back of my throat and almost coming out of my Adam's apple. That's the way that I think about it. It helps me. You can use whatever idea that you want for yourself, but ultimately that sound has to be more back.
Our accent tutor told us that if we wanted to sound more natural while speaking English, we needed to take all our sounds deeper in our throats. And I got really puzzled when I heard this guy saying exactly the same things, but about sounding more natural while speaking Russian. And I actually don't know where the truth is. If you know, please let me know it in the comments. All that this nice young man shared with you, what he believed he knew about the Russian accent, led to this.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to go and combine everything that we just did, and we're going to put it in a sentence here, and I'm going to say this sentence to you now. How's it going? That little ill-respectable boy. Would like to see me dead.
If I use my Russian articulation to read this phrase, it will sound like this. How is it going? That little irrespectable boy would like to see me dead. I don't know why he chose a phrase like this. I've got some more tips to share on how to master the Russian accent if you want to do it like a pro. So if you are interested in it, please leave a comment and I'll make a second video. Please give me a thumb up if you enjoyed this video. I really did my best. And if you are interested in Russia, Russian language, Russian culture, and how ordinary Russian people live, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've got lots of interesting videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.